Okay, back again on the Rich Van Tassel channel. We're breaking down tonight's game between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The Jets are going to be in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is the home team tonight. Um, Injuries, nothing really major on either side of the ball. Greg Toller, the cornerback, is out for the Colts. That is going to be a factor because of Brandon Marshall and what he can do. Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to look to throw the ball downfield. Other than that, though, Jaquel Jackson, Robert Mathis, and T.Y. Hilton, all big major contributors for Indianapolis, are probable and likely to go tonight. For the Jets, Chris Ivory, the running back, is probable. Antonio Cromartie, the cornerback, is probable. Geno Smith, of course, is out as he's still recovering. But Devin Smith, wide receiver, and Lorenzo Malden are day-to-day, so they're likely probable. But they're not really major factors such as Chris Ivory and Antonio Cromartie. So if both of those guys go, then that'll be just fine for the Jets and they'll be all right. Now, as far as this game, the Colts are going to obviously not look to go 0-2. This is a team that has Super Bowl aspirations this year. The Jets, it's hard to say how well they really played last week against the Browns. They did win pretty handily. The Browns turned the ball over 5 times, and Johnny Manziel was forced to come into the game. So you'd have to wonder, were the Jets really that spectacular, or were they just taking advantage of 5 turnovers? They're going to look to get the ball to Brandon Marshall. He's a tough cover. Vontae Davis is obviously going to be looking to pick him up and try to keep him in check. Joe Hayden did a better job than I had originally thought last week when I looked at the highlights and the numbers. But Joe Hayden's a better player than Vontae Davis. Vontae Davis is a good corner, don't get me wrong, but he's still going to have his work cut out for him. Ryan Fitzpatrick has to keep the mistakes down, obviously, for the Jets to have any success in this game. They're going to look to run the ball behind that solid offensive line. Now, on the defensive side of the ball for the Jets, you have that good front seven as well as the solid secondary. A very good defense for the Jets, which is why they, can make some noise this year. Don't count them out. I had them going 6-10, but you remember me saying this team is not devoid of talent. There are talented players such as Darrelle Revis, Antonio Cromartie, on the defensive end, the defensive secondary. They can shut guys down. And anytime you can shut a team down like that, or any team in the league with 2 corners that can play one-on-one, you can be successful, especially with that front seven devoted to stopping the run. They can, even help Revis and Cromartie because they have such a good front seven. Kyle Wilson, the nickelback as well. So Jets, we'll see what they can do. We'll see how far they're willing to go, or they're looking to go this year. And tonight would be a big test. Also, Indianapolis, it'll see if they're really a team that has any Super Bowl aspirations. They got pretty much manhandled by Buffalo last week. The defense for Indianapolis is not very good, so a poor offense like the Jets should be able to score some points. If Indianapolis is serious and made adjustments from last week, you would look for them to shut down a poor defense like the Jets. On the offensive side of the ball, obviously Andrew Luck is going to look to go downfield. He's going to look for T.Y. Hilton. I'd like to see them establish a bit more of a running game, but Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton are, they want to go downfield. That's their bread and butter of this offense. Andre Johnson, is he, back? Not back, but is he still what he once was? We'll have to see. There's a lot riding on this game for Indianapolis. They're going to have to play composed, and if they get down early or the Jets are hanging around early and Andrew Luck makes a few mistakes like he did last week and they're not putting the Jets away, there'll probably be a little lump in the throats of Colts fans, but I expect that the Indianapolis Colts are going to win this game. I don't think the Jets, while I don't think they're as bad as people project them early in the year, I don't think they're that good either, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Again, they can really win any game when you look at it because of, not any game, but most games because of their defense. But their offense, is Ryan Fitzpatrick going to put them in precarious situations? He didn't last week, so I would think he's due. If he doesn't tonight, then I'll start changing my tune on what I say about Ryan Fitzpatrick. But until then, I'm still going to expect him to be the same mistake-prone guy he usually is. And he's going to make a few mistakes tonight, and I think Andrew Luck will limit his. They're going to run the ball enough to free Andrew Luck up for maybe some play action passing down the field. And I think that the Colts, it just means too much to them. They can't really go 0-2. And I think the defense is going to make the adjustments. They were embarrassed last week. And it's going to be a relatively close game. I think the Colts are going to pull away late. and I like Indianapolis to win this game 28-17 tonight on Monday Night Football. So we'll go over this game tomorrow on Tuesday the 22nd. We'll give you the recap of this game, and we'll also be moving into week 3 right after that, because come Thursday we're already in week 3 with Thursday Night Football. So enjoy tonight's game. Stay tuned tomorrow. We'll break this game down for you, and we'll see you later tomorrow.